Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using Ambient Light Rejection Technology Gain. We're going to be testing another coated screen. I got some of the screen over there ready to paint. I'm going to do this demonstration really quick. So I'm curious what this stuff and how it's going to react. So this right here is the color coated technology right here. It's kind of a brownish color. And then over here we have our black screen paint right here. So you can see the difference over one over another. So you can see they're both not the same thing. So I'm going to do a paint on demonstration over here real quick. And I want to see how this stuff is going to react. So I'm painting this over one of my screens again. I think I painted this screen so many times it's not even funny, but this is a test screen. That's what they're here for. Let me find my... I just pulled it up a few minutes ago. Here we go, I left it right over here back in the corner where I had it at. So I can get ready to do this paint on real quick, because I'm curious to see how this stuff is going to react. All right, let me get my stand here, some tape, so I can anchor that in just right. Curious to see how this stuff is going to react. All right, so let me get a sponge first. So I get my corners real good. Like I said, this is a test screen for me to test and paint over and over again to see exactly how this stuff is going to, how our screens are going to react. I'm just getting my corners. I use the sponge, it makes it easier for me to get into areas that I can't usually get into with the roller. Let me get under the frame. I don't advise you painting your screen this way. As I said before, I just do this so I can get under the frame better. And what I do is take the edge of my roller and I just go in. You see me do it like a dozen times. So this is kind of a brown colored screen. Just curious to see how it's going to react. Like I said, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I don't know. That's what makes it so interesting. See how it's going to react. Sometimes the color coding that you develop doesn't work well with some other things. You tried on different other ones, and it didn't work too well. Some it works very well with. It gives us an idea through all this testing exactly what's going to play well with it, what surfaces are going to marry well with it. All that's needed in testing, trial and error. So take the sponge to get under the frame, because your roller is not going to be able to get that little tight corner that well. So, like I said, I advise you do not paint the screen with a sponge. It's just get in the corner, that's all it is. All right, so now we achieve that. Some of our paint here. I'll take my roller, I'll put it on a tilt so I can get right in there, cover up those sponge marks. Give me a nice smooth edge. I just want to be to get underneath that frame better. Let's see how this one reacts. color already. All right, so let's paint it in. Got a little paint skin. Paint skin, there's a little paint skin there. There we go. Got everything. You don't have to do this twice. I do this just in case if I miss the spot. You know, that's all I do. But keep in mind, you don't have to put 2 and 3 coats. I'm using 1 coat. That's all I need. That's the whole purpose of the technology, to make it easy. So you can apply it on with just 1 hit and be done with it. Nobody wants to be doing 3 and 4 coats. There we go, we're done, we're finished with that. Takes some time at all to do. Now I'm going to pick up my screen, take it into the next room, let the fan hit it, and dry it right on camera, as we usually do. Paint and dry. There we go. Excuse me. I burnt there on the camera, sorry about that. Make sure that stays up there. I learned a valuable lesson. Do not buy certain screws from Amazon because they're they're made out of poor metal. That metal will bend. So be careful from buying from them on that. Now, I'm not worried about this right here because, like I said, I never, when I drill into my my wooden fix, my wood molding where my screen is at, I never drill into the design of the molding, just a flat area, because I can just basically go over with a sander and some wood putty and be done with it. That's all. You're like, what are you doing drilling into that? Later on, I pick that up, I'll go step on that. There we go. All right, let's get a fan up here. Now, I know some of you might be saying, hey Ken, how come your projector's not on? Well, first things first, in that challenge, my projector my screen, I can't display anything on this screen. I can only display white levels only. So if I do any demonstration on the screen, it's got to be white levels on that screen only. So I still can't use it. Can't use it with my projector, can't use it with anything. I can use this screen and use screens, but I can't use that screen. That screen always has to display a white image. So if I do any demonstrations on it, I'll fire my projector. Right now I got my Chromecast in the back of this, but I've been doing that demonstration since the first day, that challenge, since the first day I put it out there. And the other person just hasn't done it yet. And he's not going to do it. But I'm going to follow through to the end, as I always do. So as I said before, the screens are always darker when they're wet. Let me go grab me a fan. So we can see how this is going to react. Ow, it's me tripping over stuff in the background, as always. In a bucket, popcorn bucket. I'll hold this in place. Okay, where is the? That should go like that. That should go there like that. Okay. Let's not cord and stuff. Get that to dry. Come over here. And the channel so it fits. The projector I was trying to test upstairs on the other screen, but over. Alright. Trying to test on the other screen, but it's not going to fit on my setup upstairs. So I'm going to have to do something different with that. To fit that screen quickly. Don't worry, we'll jump this over to the 1000 lumen. Always do that. Always do swap outs. So I'm running on that too. Get this in line with this right. Go like that. There we go. Okie doke. Just looking for some content. Let's see what we got. Volume all the way up 120. Why? That's so better. As I told you before, this is test, which means we got no plans and we can't launch any of this until the patent pendings are done. So all this stuff is going to follow under one code. It's not even going to have the name as a Supreme. You can't have it. These are certain guidelines that are given to me as I'm going through with this patent attorney, telling me that there's certain things we got to do differently with this stuff. Can't share the same similar name as the other technology. None of it has to have its own separate entity, has to have its own separate identity under these patent pendings. Screen's still wet. Let's draw, remove the fan. It's still dark. Here looks bright, but on my end, it's supposed to be brighter than this. It'll get brighter than this. It's because it's wet. We need to see them colors pop. That's one thing. You got to see colors pop, contrast, white levels, all that's going to be going through real quick. See all the goodies. Okay, I'm gonna say we do got a video playing this, don't we? Screen's still wet. Screen's still wet. Anytime you see any marks on the screen, that's where the screen's wet. We've done this a dozen times. You can see it's dry here. It's wet there. All right, that was a bit weird. Bounced out of my freaking stream. It's crazy. So I just took off the Wi-Fi. But usually, Wi-Fi does that from time to time. It'll bounce me out of a stream. What I'm seeing already, yeah, pretty good. I think I'm gonna start on the invisible coating next. right, somebody just placed an order not too long ago, a few minutes ago. So we got one quart remaining. That person will be getting the tracking number in a few minutes. So you're going out today. I'm gonna go get you an envelope. Matter of fact, while y'all watch, I can print his order out. All right, Jason, got your order. You ready to go? You'll be shipping out today. Almost dry. out there that many labels that quick. All right, screen's dry. I gotta go print some more labels. I'm out of labels. All those labels, that freaking fast. Yeah, sorry about that. Doing an order real quick for a customer. So yeah, screen's doing good. I'll be back. Okay, so driver's not going to be up till 3 o'clock, so that's good. That gives me a chance to get any little orders that pop in between, get them out of the way. So, as for the black silver, we're maxed out. You got to order supplies for the black silver. We're done with those. If you're going to order, it would have to be the, you can still order the black silver, but like I said, we still got to process everything on Friday anyway. It just won't be going out this Friday because we're out. We got to order all new supplies for the black silver. Let me get this trash out the door too. So right now, I'm knocking out this customer right now. This is the test paint we're working on right now. Let's go right now to color coding technology. And I gotta get this off my countertop. This is driving me crazy. Got a label down on my countertop. Here we go. That's better. Good. I don't have no tape. Just enough. Man, we went through supplies freaking crazy fast. I'm gonna have to order more tape. I gotta buy everything all over again. I'm out. That much tape today. So I should have cut these out for the new ones for this week coming up. Go to Uline, get some more containers. I need a label. I need a bunch more. Go to the post office and order. Busy. Can't share this part customers' information. So that has to be blocked. Then you have to go on Amazon. I'm going to order tape, bubble wrap, everything. Because I'm out. I'm completely out. So, let me see. This is his right here. You guys are lazy. So right now, the only ones we have right now after the black silver is gone. It's it. There's no more left. I'm going to have to basically reorder everything all over again. So like I said, if you place your order for black silver, we can still make it. It's still going to ship out on Friday. It's just that we don't have it here to ship out this Friday. As for the black, we got 2 quarts of black left over. They can ship out today. So if you place an order for the black silver, it will ship out next Friday. We'll ship out next Friday because we just don't have it here to ship out the day we're out. We're maxed out of it. The only thing we have left now is the 2 quarts of the black. We can ship this out today. We don't have any more containers. Those are the last 2 containers right there. So once those orders go through, or that'll basically be saved for whatever picks it up next week. But if anybody picks it up after Friday, it's got to ship out next Friday. And that's the special. Now keep in mind, 2 of them together is going to be $187. One of them by themselves is a special deal, which is actually $98. All right, so let's go back to the other screen. I got this guy already taken care of. Can't wait to get those orders out the door. Voila. And as I always say, God is good, because if it weren't for my Lord, my amazing customers, I would not be able to do this every day. All right, and the new screen paint, which this is the color coding technology we're working on. This is kind of a brownish kind of screen. It's kind of if you paint it out, it's kind of a brownish kind of purple. It's just weird color. But anyway, bottom line is this technology we're doing right now. These particular weird colored screens we're designing, showing up the color coding technology. None of this is coming out until the paperwork is done. It's all going to be under patent pending paperwork. And it will not have a Supreme name next to it. It's going to be completely different from our technology. Supreme will not be a part of this. I have to do that because, as I said before, the attorney who's basically doing the paperwork for my patent, basically it has to have its own identity. It has to be different from all the other stuff we design over here. That's what that name we had for the blue stuff, and we called it the it was called Blue Ambient Light Rejection Supreme 12. That's scrapped. No more. Sorry, I can't tell you what the name's going to be, but if that's not the name, can't tell you the official name until the copyright is finished. Get that little cockpit logo, and we're good to go. Let's see how we're going to compare the white levels on this. Nice. A little closer. Oh, by the way, the projector we're using in the demonstration is 720p. Sorry about that. I'll get all these frames. see that for myself. Okay, I'm good. That works. Works with that one. I'm not worried about the color coding not working. I'm figuring out exactly what colors we can put this stuff in and see how it's going to react to it. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Producing white levels, bright colors, the whole 9 yards, everything. And if you saw the demonstration of how I painted the screen, not one streak mark in the screen. Look at that, not one. Not one streak mark. All our screen paints are like that. Regardless whether it may be new technology we're working on, all our screen paints are designed to be streak proof. I done painted so many screens on camera, it's not even funny. And you see the way I paint a screen. I use sponges, socks, all kinds of stuff to get the corners. Throw paint on the screen, let it sit there, talk for a while. Yeah, I kind of really do a crazy job of painting my screens. And then when I paint the screen, you see these little lines in the screens. The first people say, is that going to show up on the screen? No, it disappears. So you get a chance to see a paint on and dry demonstration to see how fast that screen dries. Did it with the 12s, did it with the black silvers. The thing about it, when I tell you that, remember I told you I put that challenge up, and that challenge up, that particular individual was supposed to show off his gray screen and with dark contrast levels. I could easily show off, this is a dark screen, so I can easily come in here and do a demonstration, a demonstration with contrast only. Easy, the screen would pass with no problem. It's a dark brown screen, so it's going to be able to pass that with no problem. But that's not the whole purpose. The purpose is to show you the bright colors, the white colors, the stuff the screen is not supposed to be able to do. That's what you need to see, and that's what you should be seeing in demonstrations. So when you got somebody taking a gray screen paint mix, and they're doing a lot of bright, beautiful colors off of it, and they're not doing those dark contrast demonstrations, what does a star field look like on your screen? What does an OLED demonstration look like on your screen without being in the dark, fully lit environment? So that's why I tell you, when I show you demonstrations of me painting the screen, I will show you contrast, I will show you color levels, I will show you the screen being tested against other high performance screens, low projectors, high projectors, the whole 9 yards, everything. But if you're just hitting a screen with a high power projector all day long, then, you know, pretty much that's, you're gonna get what you're gonna get when you finally get your hands on it. Which I'll show you when I get to Frankenstein. because that screen should react the same way it does in that video. I should be able to do the same thing. And the problem, I'm not going to use an expensive projector either. So that's why I do projector swap outs. So you can see it on 4,000, you can see it on 1,000 lumens, 800 lumens, 900 lumens, short throw, ultra short throw. You can see it on everything. Old projectors, new projectors, the whole 9 yards. How's it going to react outside? You can see all that in our demonstrations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Frankenstein and put it through the same testing all our screens have to go through. Projector swap out. I do them in all my demonstrations. Show you that I don't have to rely on a high power projector. And I got my little 1,000 lumen projector. I'm going to use it in a few minutes. Do the demonstration again, show off the white levels, everything you need to see. That's what you should be seeing in the demonstration. If a person's just using a high power projector, what chance do you have of showing the same image if you don't own the same projector? Now anybody can beat this projector I have on the floor. Projector swap out. It is a challenge. All right, we had enough of this. So right here, we're doing the Chrissy 4,000 lumen 720p projector. I think this is a WXGA projector. Now, for those of you curious to see how bright my settings are set up to, because this is a 4,000 lumen projector, let's hit those settings so I can show you where my settings lay. I told you, I don't put none of my projectors past 30. There's no point. Go to that easy menu. I need to go to my easy menu. There we go. Go pop on my easy menu. Let's go up. Show you the settings real quick because you need to see all this. So my projector sits in at 26 in brightness. That's it. That's all that's required. I don't need anything else. You hear how quiet that projector is? That's whisper mode. So whisper mode is eco mode. There's no point in me over burning my projectors out when a screen is actually generating enough light. All right, so let's swap it out. So driver gets down here today. I already paid for my post office box. Application's right there. You know, you don't get a post office box. They want that ID. They want that lease, all that other crap. They want it. Everything's set up, ready to go. They already got, all I got to do now is just give me my keys and my address, and the day I go on, I order. But still, I want to know why his site is not set up that way. If you're selling a product, you should have product selection. You should be to see all the product that you're buying. So if I'm advertising, like say this, right? And I'm not showing you the rest of the stuff on the site. When you find that kind of weird, but I want you to email me and describe what you want, well, don't you just put the listing up so I can basically just order from there? Because that makes it a lot more easier. Why do I have to email? You got to screen me? So like I said, Jamie, if you listen to me here, if you want to do things on a more professional level, I would suggest you basically go into your eBay account and put up more selections so people can basically pick out what they want. Instead of just emailing you and trying to ask you what they want. It's more convenient to have the selection there. So if I can go in there and pick up a Frankenstein like that and take it and order it from there, that's easier than me basically emailing you on what I want. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know what I'm getting if you don't have a selection up there. Now, another reason why somebody could be doing that too, and I hate to put it this way, I don't want to add things into it, but it's just a thought of mine. Just take it as a grain of salt. Maybe it's because you really can't really argue on what you ordered if you're going to do basically a complaint against this fellow. See, if you order from me, you know exactly what comes up. You get a digital copy that comes from our server, and that server will say, hey, look, this is your name, this is your address, your phone number, your email address, this is your credit card transaction information, which we don't see on that end. The server actually blocks all that from us just to let you know. If you order, we have the same thing with the Wix website. That's our website set up. All that detailed information, what you pay for your shipping charges, and the item number that you paid for, which means we have an item number for everything that's stocked on the website. It'll give you the item that you ordered, the name of it, the court, and all that will pop up on your detailed receipt. Now, if I go order from there, all I got is Crow's UV screen paint or Crow's mix or whatever. It doesn't specify detailing what I'm actually buying. So I really can't sit there and complain and say, hey, look, I wanted this particular mix when he sent me something else, because it doesn't say specifying what he actually sent me and what I actually ordered. There you go. That's the problem I have with his eBay account. Now, unless he went in and changed it, as I'm actually talking to you right now, other than that, when you go in there, it doesn't give you a specification or a category of selection of what you're actually ordering. So if you're listening to me on this, and whoever your Crow Boys may come in and discuss with you today about what we talked about in this video, I would suggest you go in and change that, make it easier for your customers to go in and buy your product, so you have a category selection of what they're buying. And that way, when they get the receipt, it says exactly what they bought. Because could you imagine you going out and buying a TV, and it doesn't tell you if it's an OLED or what, it just says TV on it? That's all. It doesn't tell you if it's an OLED, it doesn't tell you if it's 4K, it doesn't tell you nothing. It just says TV. So you don't know what TV you bought. You bought a TV, you know what you got there, but they can swap it out for anything. It says TV. So you should have a detailed description of what the customer is ordering on the receipt. Because I know you can do it on eBay. I used to be eBay seller for 3 years. So I know you can do it on there. You can do your listings. You got the listings, you get cameras, pictures, the whole 9 yards. So I know you know this already. You should have a listing. No one should have to email you about anything. Let's say email you about this, that, quick questions and stuff like that. But for selecting stuff on the website, that would drive me freaking nuts. And every time somebody would order something off my website, they have to email me to know exactly what I have. It's right there on the website. Full description, everything. Detail all the information you need right there. All right, so let's pop over here real quick, because I'm hoping you change this before I go in and place that order, because I'm going to let it be known on camera that that is exactly what I ordered, so you don't send me back anything else different. And like I said, even if you do send me back something different, it doesn't make a difference. It's still going to go against a 12. Or that sun killer technology we have that took that direct hit. And by the way, it's at 5% now. It is going to be brutal. Brutal. I get done with it. When I get time to work on it. Oh, sun's... Oh, yes! We got a sunny day today. That means I get to go outside and play. Sunny day, chasing the clouds away. I get to be outside today. Oh, yes. I get to be outside much. You know you're over it. You get excited when you get a chance to go outside and play with your screen paint. Okay, I think I'm gonna do. Now, I haven't done enough demonstrations on that visible technology we do. So I'm gonna have to get me a great big piece of plexiglass, a good sized piece of plexiglass, maybe a 4x4, and start messing around more with that invisible technology we make. I haven't done any spray on demonstrations outside. So now we are now at our Sony 720p 600 by 800 res SVGA projector, doing it in 4.3 in a fully lit environment. And look at the screen right there. We'll go back and do a playback on this real quick so you can check it out for yourself. So this is why you need to see swap outs, because if somebody is playing a high-end projector and they're saying, look at the colors and how beautiful it looks, you know, you should be doing swap outs. I can come here and show you 4,000 lumens and swap it out to 1,000 lumens. Because anybody literally can beat this projector right here, unless you got a knockoff. Then on the other hand, you can't beat that projector. So it just tells my customers they don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. Or run on eBay, go buy yourself a projector. That's what I do. Now this projector, as I said before, only does 4.3 because the projector was manufactured in 1999. It doesn't have 16:9 capabilities. It's that old. Let's go over to the white levels. So now we're using a projector that has less lumens. That's going to have to hit a screen that's darker and still produce a white level. So lumens has nothing to do with it. And so usually what I would do in the demonstration is I would take my projector and I would hit this screen and then I turn and hit this screen. But I can't hit this screen because remember, it's under a challenge, so I can't. The only thing that hit that screen is white. So we're going to sound with this projector. These projectors are nice. I love these projectors. It's a nice little portable projector. I'm going to build me a nice little styrofoam projection screen for this projector right here. It does have sound. You can run sound through it and all. It's a nice little, neat little projector. Wish it was battery powered. I wish I thought it had a battery charger on it. Something like that would be really nice. There we go. Nice bright white levels, nice beautiful reds, blues. It just tells you don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. We go crazy buying projectors, so they're going to do all the work. All right, let's corner that one for a minute. Let's show contrast levels on a projector that has 0% contrast capability. This projector has no contrast rating at all, period. None. It's a data projector. They were used for offices. Didn't need contrast. And as I said before, with the coding technology that we're using, allows for the projector, for the screen to read color. Does it make a difference if you swap it out for 1,000 lumens or if you keep it at 4,000? It doesn't make a difference. I'm going online today. I'm going to find me a really crappy projector. I mean, I'm going to find me a really, really crappy projector. It's got to be name brand. I'm going to find something really crappy. I think the lowest projector I ever bought was a Mitsubishi. It was $18. That's what I paid for that projector. $18. The ViewSonic, I paid $39 for it. I'm going to get something like really, really freaking old. I mean, really old. Old. I don't want to use it. I'm going to use it on our technology. See what we can do with that. Because the newer projectors, come on, making a new projector look good, that's a cakewalk. That's too easy. I want something that's really, really, really crappy. Did I just do that one already? I did. Sorry about that. Something that when you look at the projector, you go, why? Why'd you even buy that to begin with? I want that kind of crappy projector. So if you're on eBay right now and you got a projector and you think that nobody will want, I'm going to buy it. Let's see, what's the price range? Let's see. 30 bucks? No, 30 bucks would be too expensive. I gotta do lower than 30. I'm gonna see if I can get one for $20. If I can get a really old one for $20. Something with nothing but VGAs in the back of it, like them black VGAs. Something really freaking old. Yeah. I haven't bought a real old projector in a while. It's got to be name brand. It's got to be old. If I can get something like a 1980, oh, something with BMC. Ooh, wait a minute. I can get BMC to VGA. I can get a BMC projector. I can get one that basically has BMC to VGA because they have the adapters for them. Those are really, really old ones that have no VGAs in the back of them. They just have BMC only. Those things are super relics. Yep, all I got to do is get a BMC to VGA converter. Yes, sir. That's what I need. Cause I had somebody contact me. I bought one of their old projectors, and he was like, "Why?" Put up there as a joke to see if someone would buy it, and I bought it. And I gave him a good review. I always give him good reviews. Anybody basically, because I know what I'm buying. It doesn't make a difference. If the projector breaks on me and doesn't work or doesn't come on, I'm not going to blame them for that. You know what I mean? It's an old projector. Eventually, it's going to break. Look how long it's been sitting around. I'm surprised it's working when I have it. So, I mean, if that projector conks out on me like a week down the road, I get mad about that. For what? It's an old projector. It's going to break down. When you pay like 20 or 30 bucks for it, now if it's something I paid like $500 for, you know what I mean? And I should have known better to buy something that old to begin with, and it breaks down on me, then that's my fault. Other than that, the other incident I had there with that 505, now, yeah, that was something else. He sold me a broken projector. Well, I was blessed to get another one. Now, remember when I was doing this demonstration, you saw the marks in the screen right here and there? That's because the screen was still wet. Now you don't see anything. We did the swap out at 1,000 lumens. Let me see something for a minute. Can I shrink my screen a little bit? Can I get any smaller on the screen? There you go. I want to bring my projector back farther. Let's just have a gander. All right, that looks pretty good, eh? Okay. Let's do one more other thing real quick. Just have a little curiosity. The new color code. How well does it read? So I'm always curious to see myself. Ooh, beautiful. And let's test it against a high-end screen. I told you, so anytime you see me paint something new, this is new from technology, we run through the whole mill real quick. This will show you right here. Boom. Axle screen, side by side next to our tech. Oh, all right, let me leave some tape. Just had frog tape around here too. I had to just paint a screen. Let's see. Oh, there it is, right there. That's some frog tape. Cool. So, and this, now mind, this is just short, sweet, fast. Painted the screen. We did multiple colors. We're doing white levels. We've done contrast levels. We've done demonstrations to swap out with the projectors. We went from 4,000 to a 1,000 lumen projector, 720p. Well, both projectors were 720p, but one was 4,000 lumens and the other one was 1,000 lumens, SVGA 600 by 800 res. Now we're going to tell some high-end certified sample sheets against the screen. This was a screen paint that was developed last night. Really? Okay. Apparently I can't get this to stick up there. Let's try this with a bigger piece of tape. Blooper City today. You are going to stay. You have no choice. Try it this way. Okie doke. There we go. That's how much confidence I have in my technology. This paint right here was developed last night. I showed it off early this morning when I was packing up my packages, saying, hey, look, we got something new here. We'll test it out later on today when I get all my orders out of the way. Now all my orders are out of the way, I'm showing you. So within the time frame, I have painted the screen, showing you how easy it was to paint. I have dried the screen to show you how fast it takes for the screen to dry. And then I basically did the 4,000 lumen projector, then swapped it out for the 1,000 lumen projector, the very low end projector, showing it's not going to change. Well, that's going to happen now. It's not going to change the picture quality. It's not going to change the contrast. It's not going to change the brightness level, the whiteness, because it's using a lower projector. And now I come out here and I show you with high-end projection screen samples. I can't seem to get the stick and stay on the screen. I'll show you the difference between that technology and a $5,000 projection screen. Hopefully it stays, but I can hear it pop and I can hear it coming off the screen. There's a Dark Star 9. I'm using all dark surfaces. It's Dark Star 9. That'll stay up there. Right on. Good. All my screens that I develop have to go through this. They have to go through this kind of testing. It's exactly how they're going to react to color. How are they going to react against screens that are certified, that are actually better? Actually, they're supposed to be better than them. Now, I could spend all day testing my own product against my own product. What's the point of that? There's no challenge in that. I got to test against something that's certified, so I go against one of these screens. What are the contrast levels like on the screen? Let's bring that up and see what happens if we put on a star field. What are our black levels like? The commercial there. Oh, it's going. No, they both went. They won't stay. Why won't you stay? Stay. It's an advanced demonstration. It'll be done in no time at all. Yeah, I talked to my sample sheets. I talked to them. I gotta get better tape. So let me get this straight. You see the color of this screen, right? How do you have a surface that's this dark that can't pull a contrast low? What's the problem with it? The Dark Star 9 is the darkest one. But if you were to put this against a white screen, you would see a great improvement. The problem is they're not sitting behind that kind of dark technology. It's nothing we develop. It's like, even with our black silver. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a demonstration, because I do a lot on the darker screens. We're going to do the black silver gray, which we've done already. We're going to do some contrast against the dark gray we develop. But like I said, it doesn't make any sense. It's a dark screen. The contrast level should be really, really good. It's a $3,000 projection screen. This is a $5,000 projection screen. Look how dark that is. You would think that would come up really dark. It only shows up dark on a white screen. It only shows up dark on a white screen. You put it against a black screen, it comes up gray. You put it against a brown screen, and this screen is brown. It's brown. Ah. So I have to lean over all that stuff to get through. Do we have it up here? No, we don't. It's in the other room. Okay, hold on for a minute. We'll lean this to the side over here. Let me go look at this stuff. I'm having a ball. Yeah, I understand. I'm having fun here. I'm having fun. Tropical heat wave. What color is it? Is it green, blue, is it gray? It is brown. That's what it is. Brown. Black. See it now? It's a brown projection screen. This is black. That is brown. You wouldn't have noticed if you were staring dead at it. You would think it was a black screen. Because like I said, it has technology to allow it to read different colors. You know what white looks like on a brown screen? It comes up kind of tannish. That's how it comes up, kind of tannish, dirty, kind of sandy color. But that screen's brown. And that screen just produced a high white level, which I told you before, color coding technology. Has nothing to do with the surface of the screen. It has something to do with the technology that gives it the ability to be able to read the colors that that projector is producing. That's why when I put that screen against some other screens, they're just as dark as my screen. They're not reading contrast. Now that projector right there has a 0-to-1 contrast reading. I can do that at a 20,000-to-1 and they still couldn't read it. So it goes way beyond these little mixes of screen paints. It's all about color coding. That's why it's going to be, that's why this technology is not going anywhere until we get that patent pending locked onto it. Yep, a brown projection screen. Yeah. Say, why? Why? What makes a brown projection screen? No, we do. Why not? I would think the most dullest color I could possibly think of to be able to produce beautiful images would be a brown screen. Wouldn't you think that? But the only way to actually show you the technology works is to pick the most oddest, weirdest, most messed up colors we could possibly think of. You're mad, I tell you, absolutely not. Okay. Someone were to tell you right now that you could have a brown projection screen in your home, you would think they had lost their freaking mind. Yep. How in the world, brown? Like, how's that even going to show up? Like, all the colors would be brown. They'd be tannish. They would have no pop to them. Like, I don't even understand how they would even work. It's not the surface. Projector isn't seeing the surface. It's seeing the coating that's within the surface. Boom. It's kind of like if you were to think of it as a calibration paint. There you go. You can get nice and close up on it if you want. That's a joke, calibration paint. See, don't take things to heart. I said you can think of it as a calibration paint. The screen's brown. That's the part you miss. It's a brown projection screen. So how is a brown projection screen producing color? Reds, blues, greens, white levels when it's brown. Isn't it a bit shocking? Interesting. Nope, that's not going to be the name of it. You must have just popped into the room. I clearly said that this technology is actually under patent pending and copyrights, which and trademark secrets with my patent attorney. Nobody knows the name of it at all. Period. There's no information on it at all. Nothing. Because it's going under a patent pending. There's not even a name on it. There was a name for one of the blue ones, but that was scrapped. It will not have anything to do with the Supreme technology at all whatsoever. And it's not the color of the screen that's being patented. It's the technology within, the coating. That's what's being patented. Oh, no, it's okay, friend. It's okay. If I come off a little bit, I don't know, too overpossessed by my work, that's because I am a little bit overpossessed by my work. But don't take it offensively, trust me. You have to have a passion for your work. You must love it. You can call me crazy or whatever, but I love what I do. I love it. Oh, hostile? Okay, well, bye-bye. Hasta la vista. Apparently, he's never been around people that are passionate about their work. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, I told you that I worked in the restaurant field for a long time, right? I'm going to tell you a little secret. Never send food back. Just don't do it. I would advise you not to. Chefs are very, very, not saying all of them are, but the ones I have met were very, very arrogant about when they make something, they make it, and you're supposed to eat it no matter what. And keep in mind, I've eaten from chefs, and I didn't like the food, but I didn't say anything about it. I just didn't like the food. I might need a little salt, because everybody has a different taste on their palate. Some people like more salt, some like more pepper, you know what I mean? But if you send something back to the kitchen, it's kind of an insult. And they may take it personally. I would not, I never take it, I never send anything back. I've seen some stuff, let's put it that way. I'm not saying all restaurants do it, but I'm saying I've seen some stuff. So I don't send food back. I just order something else. Some people are very passionate about their work. That's just how they are. I have a friend of mine. She is an amazing artist. An amazing artist. She sold her first painting for $1,200. Right? Only one painting she sold. Now she's got a fellow who has an art gallery that wants to display her work. Here's the problem. She regrets the first painting she ever sold. And therefore, because she regrets the first painting she ever sold, she cannot depart from her art. Even if it means that when she will starve, she will not depart from it. Got passion for it. She works a 9 to 5. She don't got to work a 9 to 5. She can open get her art gallery. She has a backer, a couple backers that are willing to pay serious money for her work, but she can't sell her work because it's a part of her. It's a part of her. Every time she sells a part of it, she says she basically takes a piece of her soul and gives it away. So that's kind of interesting. You can be rich, but you can't be rich because you have to. She's passionate about her work. She'd rather work a 9 to 5 than basically give up her love, her work. So you can always make more, but like I said, each one is different to her. Everybody has a different way of looking at things. All right, now I got to get on eBay and I got to do the challenge here. I got to find me a really crappy projector. Oh, you know what? No, because it's not name brand. These are these projectors back in the day. I forgot the name of those projectors, but they're actually pretty good. Actually, they were pretty good knockoff projectors before all the crap started flooding the market. I forgot the name. It was a Galaxy, some kind of weird projector that came from China, but it was really freaking good. It actually was pretty good. It was pretty good. A lot of people had them. They were probably around $200. You get them for $180. I don't know if you could find them anymore, but they're actually pretty good knockoff projectors. Now the stuff they have now is just pure crap. Because the difference between that projector literally told you what you were getting. It was a 720p projector. It was LED. It only had I think something like 1,000 lumens or something on it. It told you exactly everything in the description what that projector was. That's what it had. Now these projectors, now they have, oh come on, I don't even know how they're getting away with half this stuff. You're gonna tell me it's 4K and it's 1080p? It's 5,000 lumens? It's 10,000. Oh, no. And here's the thing. If you go to open up one of these things, half of the freaking, what do you call peripherals are not even attached to the board. But that's what they do. That's what they sell. And people get caught up in it because they think that you're really getting a really good projector when you're actually just getting a doorstop, pretty much. That's what you're getting. In fact, this projector's old. It's better than those newer projectors, some new ones they have. I wouldn't go near them with a 10-foot pole. But some people, like I said, it's not their fault. Some people get them for gifts. Some people buy them and don't know. They just don't know. They think they're really getting a good projector, and they're not. I don't see the problem. If you're doing 4K shifting, why don't you just say it does not do 4K. It's a 1080p projector, and it gives you a somewhat, I don't know what to call modified, can't call it really modified, gives you a somewhat image of 4K, and then that's the disclosure at the bottom saying it's not really 4K. They don't put that in there. They never put any disclosure telling you it's not 4K. They tell you that, oh, it's 4K pixel shifting, and you're actually getting 4K. No, you're not getting 4K. Ain't no way you're getting 4K. And people don't really think about the logic behind that. You have very little pixels to make up 4K, so how the freak are you getting actual 4K? Unless you got a pixel generator that's going to be generating pixels for you out of the magic air, and it's basically putting them into your projector. Other than that, if you don't have enough to make 4K, you don't have 4K. It's like trying to build a car with just wheels and a steering wheel. You don't have enough to make a complete car. Okay, so we tested out the screen. Came out good. I mean, I thought it was going to basically have some problems with it, because I never know. When I usually paint this stuff when we make it, I don't know how it's going to react. I really don't. I mean, I don't know how the color coding is going to react to it, how it's going to react to the color. If the color coding doesn't react at all, that means the screen's going to bounce off a brown screen. It's going to produce everything in brown. So it was just weird. So I don't know. When I do these demonstrations live like this, and I bring these paints up, like I said, we just developed this today, I don't know how it's going to play out. You get a chance to see it as I get a chance to see it. You get a chance to see me paint the screen and dry the screen and everything, see how it's going to react. So thank you for taking the road with me. I really appreciate it. Man, let's have some fun. Let's show some black levels on this technology. So black contrast on a brown screen, or dark brown. Mm. Mm. Yep. I have no idea how many coatings I have painted on the screen. I think I've probably put about 4 or 5 different applications on this screen. I painted over and over and over and over again. Which also too helps you out when people ask me like, do I have to prime the surface for us? And because it could be a different color. I painted over the screen multiple times. Anytime you got to prime something, you just got to prime basically the fabric. That's pretty much, because the only thing with the fabric, you just making it so that the screen absorbs. That's all. So before you put our application on, you got a solid foundation. If you build a screen out of wood, I have people build screens out of plywood. Now, if you're doing a plywood screen, you are going to have to get some joint compound and put it in between the cracks and everything and sand it all down so it's smooth, because you're going to have little lines in there because you're actually joining pieces of wood together. Some people do that. But I think if you're building something like that, you'd be doing it for an outdoor application. If you are going to do something like that, make sure the wood is treated. It's weatherproof and it's treated. Because the last thing you want to do is come out there in the middle of winter or next summer and your screen has got a bent in the side of it because everything just basically just gave away. And make sure it's treated. You can buy treated wood over at Home Depot and Lowe's. I buy it all the time. Or just get a gun, go up back and just basically a Wagner 250 and get some polyurethane or some weather deck sealer and just go over the entire thing. It's a little cheaper to do it that way, to tell you the truth. No, they want a little more for that wood. We'll do one more after that. We'll get out of here. Oh, great. We got a commercial. Man, oh, some chicken nuggets. I got chicken nuggets in the refrigerator. Now, if those of you are interested in the projector is it is my Sony VPL CS4 projector. You can get those over on eBay. I think I film on eBay. People are selling. Just to show you that it's not the screen doing all the work, and the projector doing all the work. There you go. So you can see it for yourself. That's what happens when you take a 1,000 lumen projector and you hit it on the side of a wall. And this is what happens when you take a 1,000 lumen projector and you hit it on our technology. So, you know, some people think it's the projector doing all the work. Nope. It's the screen that does all the work. Okay, doke. Let's go finish this off. Saturday, I finally get a chance to play with the 3D map. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but like I said, I got things that got to be taken care of first. I had to do this demonstration for this, had to be done. I had to go downstairs and get the orders for you guys to be taken care of. So it's a lot that had to be done first. And then Saturday, I get a chance to sit down and relax, and basically when the card gets here, hook it up, link everything on Wi-Fi, go to the server, hook everything up from there, set up my account, and then boom, I'm going to be actually 3D mapping the kitchen out. That side of the wall. We'll do some practice runs on it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get my Groot, my giant Groot action figure. I'm gonna actually 3D map my giant Groot. I am Groot. I'm definitely gonna do that. That's gonna be freaking cool. I'm gonna give freaking Groot some psychedelic colors. Excuse me. They say you can add your own stuff to it. Personally, I'm pretty much probably gonna have to download probably a lot of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to go over and just pay for a few subscriptions for downloading special effects and visual effects. I'm going to do that for editing and doing your own visual effects. Because I do want to do the floor as it's actually breaking open, like the floor is falling apart. That's going to be so much fun to work with this. Okie dokie. Well, we're done here. I'm going to go grab myself something to eat. Time for me to eat. It's around 11 o'clock. Actually, I'm having breakfast. This would be breakfast for me right now because usually by the time I get up in the morning and get everything taken care of, sorry about that. So I spun the camera and got a little motion sickness. By the time I get everything done, I just snack around the house, but I don't have my first meal until 12 o'clock. Whew. All right, so with that being said, only thing we have left to ship out are the 2 quarts of the Supreme Black. They'll be, if anybody orders those, they'll be going out this Friday. And if they miss the ship out date, then it'll be next Friday. Next Friday will be the official ship out date. As I said before, as for the sale that we're having with the Supreme Black, that one will be extended. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.